Welcome. Long time no see. For some of you all, I decided after all of the messages, hey, Dominique, that I have received on Facebook, I said I need to go live. I've been live on Instagram. I'm not going to stay long because I'm going to go take me a nap because my day started extremely early and I have a late night. I got to get like 15 things done by tomorrow morning. Welcome. Thank y'all so much for joining. Congratulations, Dominique. I saw you got asked to come back for some speaking and great engagements. And I can't wait, y'all. Okay, no, because I'm going to get emotional. Let me not talk about that. So when I post Dominique, I need y'all to watch the video. Yeah. And actually, some of you all haven't seen, the women that I actually just came out of my class are just so amazing. I've been like hoarding kind of their testimonials, but you're here to see them because I'm here to release this class too. Yeah, that one took me out, Dominique. That took me out. So welcome, everyone. I really just wanted to come on here and just share something with you all, a testimonial, and also just how I'm feeling right now. So a lot of you all have been following me for a long time. I'm an international speaker, award-winning best-selling author, and also a cross-cultural trainer. So I love doing anything internationally, right? And so 2020, which is going to just recap a little bit, wasn't a bad year. Did I hit all of my goals? Hey, Michelle. Did I hit all of my goals? Hey, Dion. I'm on Instagram to y'all while I'm yelling. Fat girl to glam girl. All right. How are you? So 2020 was not a bad year. Did I hit all my goals? No, absolutely not. But 2021 is actually looking really, really good. Honestly, y'all. I prayed, and I am not going to lie. I said, Lord, I need to make up for 2020. I need to go collect everything that is owed to me. And I prayed. Now, they always say be careful what you pray for because you have to be ready for what you pray for. Now, the good thing is my mind was it was prepared, right? The things that are happening now are happening a little bit faster. Thank you, Michelle. They're happening a little bit faster than I thought they would, to be honest. But I'm glad that I was prepared because I said to myself, I got a download from God. So for those of you all who are not spiritual, I'm sorry, but I just got to tell you the truth and how it is. I got a download for God and he told me to prepare. He said, for your overflow. And I said, overflow? He said, prepare for your overflow. I said, okay. So I started looking for people for a team, and I hope somebody gets inspired by this. This is the only reason I'm sharing this stuff. Y'all know me. So I started looking for a team. The flood. Get ready for the flood. You got your ark ready. Exactly, Michelle. And so I started looking for a team, and I was just like, okay, why would I need somebody for LinkedIn? What do I need a LinkedIn person for? Like, I could check my DMs. I do it all the time, right? I check my messages. I don't need anybody for that. Then I woke up and I took a nap, woke up now, and then he's like, no, you need to go hire somebody for LinkedIn. And so I was like, okay, let me just go and I'll hire somebody from LinkedIn. I started interviewing. Lo and behold, I am so grateful that I did because my LinkedIn right now is absolutely bananas. Okay. It is to the point I was so overwhelmed, y'all. I was so overwhelmed. And I had to remember, thank y'all so much for joining. I had to remember what God said to me, prepare for the overflow. And so I'm grateful that I did do that because she is a great help. And this is just inbox messages and requests. And every single morning, y'all, I prayed about this. I was like, I want to have additional speaking engagements. I want to be an ambassador. I want to receive awards. I want to be on the boards in other countries. Everything is I got to be in some other country, in other countries. And I want to be able to serve youth, and I want to be able to help people who are in poverty. And I just want to serve. I want to be able to just serve. And God grant me what I need to be able to do this from here in the United States. So, as some of you all have seen, I've been posting some of the stuff that I have received, not all of it, but some of it. Thank y'all so much for joining. And so, probably in the last week, I don't even know at this point, I've gotten some awards, some acknowledgments, and I became a director of international affairs. Yeah, Dion, you need to join. Yes, Dion. Director of international affairs in Pakistan. Um, One I haven't even announced, board member in Ghana. Um, what else? Something else. I'm missing something. Several things. Hey, sis. Several things. And so um, I will say this: you definitely had to be prepared, because I think a lot of times we pray for things and we're not prepared for them. And actually, Dr. Robin is on here, the one at Pearls Management. We talk about this a lot, and she's always one who always tells me, get prepared. This is what's going to happen. You have an amazing things. Thank you so much. Um, but sometimes you just need to hear it from someone else. Does that make sense? Sometimes you just have to sit in it for a second, and sometimes it can be there she is. Sometimes it can get overwhelming, and especially in my world, because I think a lot of people look at international as an easy thing sometimes, and it's not, y'all. It really isn't. Staying up late, like I said, the sacrifices, and now that I'm back in the US, probably 90% of my business and stuff that I do is international, right? And the thing about it is, the beauty of it is, though, is that it shows you, if I'm able to sit here in the United States and do business globally, why can't you do it? I am no different than anybody else. But you have to be willing to put in the work. You got to be disciplined. Like, the discipline is just crazy that you have to have with the different hours and stuff. You have to be willing to learn. You have to be humble. You have to give yourself grace. This is all the things I had to learn how to do. And then also just making sure that you're willing to sacrifice. It's just not, it's going to be times when you can't do things that you want to do, that you're going to have to sacrifice for what you really want. And then pray for those things, but just always be ready for what you pray for. Because what's happening to me, we're just in February. And thank God I've had so many amazing things that's happened between now and since January and February. I can't imagine what the rest of the year is going to be, to be honest. And so I thank God that I was prepared, but also that I have a team and I have support around me. And so I don't know who you have, as Dr. Robin would say, in your corner, right? And you can have people in your circle too that can support you. But you definitely want to have people that's in your corner that you can call on, be like, listen, and be honest with, and you ain't got to worry about judgment, and just be able to vent to. You need those type of people around you when you get to a certain level, because everybody should not have access to you and what you have going on. You can't share everything with everybody. It just doesn't happen that way. It shouldn't happen that way, because everybody's not going to have your best interest at heart, and that's just the truth. But what I will say is that for those of you all that sent me all these messages saying congratulations, I truly appreciate you all, and your likes and tags, shares, and all of that. But if this is something that you really want, if you really want to do global business, you got to be disciplined. You have to be disciplined. You got to be willing to learn, and you have to be patient. There was a young lady, it's just not her, it's a couple of people actually, who were saying that they wanted to do international business, and they have been trying to reach out to people, trying to connect, and it's just not happening. And it's only been like 6 months. So it doesn't happen that easy, y'all. Sometimes it can, like Dominique, she got her speaking engagement. A couple of people got things. Some people it can. It depends on what you're trying to go after. What do you want to do internationally? What does success in global business look like for you? Because it's going to look different for everybody. Some people just want to speak, right? Some people want contracts. Some people, like Michelle, might want to, do business in HR overseas. But one of the things, Michelle, are you still on here? I don't know if she's still on here. I was in her clubhouse today, and she was talking about speaking engagements. And she was saying that you should always be around people, connecting with people, building relationships, right? Because you can get into the door of many opportunities, several opportunities, based on who you know sometimes, right? If you really, really build genuine relationships, okay, I heard you today, and that was you did an excellent room. Genuine relationships, right? Because if once you do that, it's like when people hear opportunities, they're like, let me go to her. So Michelle is actually on Instagram, Michelle Raymond. And so she's in London. And so she saw this opportunity for speaking. And she said, Wendy, I want to, talk to you about this opportunity because when I think of you, I think of culture. And so she reached out to me. Now, her and I both, probably, I'm sure she did too. I was just thinking I was coming to speak. And so they did an interview and stuff, and I ended up being the keynote speaker thanks to her. Because guess what? We have built this relationship. And she's in London and I'm in the US, but it doesn't matter. When you build genuine relationships, I promise you, anything that you want to do will come to you. Genuine relationships, but you got to be genuine. You can't be building these. I just want to get something out of it. And you just want to take things and you don't want to give back. Because now, for me, the type of person I am, I got to feed back into her. She hasn't asked me to. She did it out the kindness of her heart. But for me, I'm just not that type of person. So I got to feed back into her. And that's how you live your life. And when you live your life like that, you'll be blessed. Thank you so much for joining. Does that make sense? Does that make sense? Human to human connection, genuine relationships, people. Exactly. And it's the same thing when you're trying to do global business. Even if you're trying to, I don't know, trying to get contracts and you've been reaching out to people. If you are trying to reach out to them, you met them 1 or 2 times and you're just like, listen, I want to give you a proposal. That's not the way it works. You don't put money in front of people. It doesn't work that way. You definitely got to build relationships when you're talking about going global because a lot of the cultures are based on relationships. And so if you're not willing to take the time to build a relationship and you want to use your, I'm going to say it for my American Western ways and everything's got to be quick, fast, and it's not going to work. It won't. And if it does work, it won't last. I have relationships and contracts that's been years, like over 10 years, because we have built this genuine relationship to the point some of them I don't even talk to, but they still pay me on retainer because I built this genuine relationship with them. Genuine. And once you do that, everything else falls into place. And make sure that you're leading your business to be of service, right? And not a business of, I just want income. My business has to be, the money will come. The money will come. I promise you it'll come if you are there to serve. And that's the type of business I have. I'm just here to serve. And I'm going to continue to be that type of business. But be careful, again, what you pray for and be ready for it. Because I think sometimes that we pray for things and we're just not ready. We just praying. And sometimes we pray and people, I had one lady, she told me, she said, I was praying, but I guess I was doubting God and he showed up and I ain't ready. And you don't want to be that person. You don't want to be that person. So whatever you're praying for, just be ready for it. And whatever download that he has given you, write it down. Be prepared for the overflow. Because that's what I'm having to do right now. Like Dr. Robin Chappie also. So be prepared for your overflow. Do I have any questions? Let me see if I can see any on here. I don't even know how to do this. Restream. Do I have any questions? I wanted to come on definitely on Facebook because I have not been on here for a while and I had all these messages and I appreciate you all. Any questions? Anything? Yes, sis. You know it. We have so many amazing things coming up. And I said we. It's the power of we. We have so many things coming up, y'all. Y'all stay tuned. International Shades of Beauty. Y'all just wait. We got so much coming up. So make sure you all stay connected and get involved with things. That's another thing. Okay, now I'm going a whole nother direction. Some of you all don't like to get involved with things. I just don't understand it. Like right now we are in the pandemic and you are at home and there are a lot of virtual events that you can attend for free. And then there's some that you do need to pay because you do know you have to invest in yourself and in your business in order to grow. Like I have lost a whole lot of money to get to where I am today. And I mean a whole lot of money to get to where I am today. I have taken so many risks and lost a lot of money. You have to be willing to take risk, and you have to be willing to invest in yourself and in your business. And so take advantage of the opportunities that are out there. If your business right now, if you haven't been able to, if you have a product and you have not been able to do a pop-up shop, if you haven't been able to attend an event, then you definitely need to be looking for any event that's online where you can display your product. That's it. This is in 2021, you need to be pushing your product out there virtually as much as you can. And thank me later. I promise you it'll work. Pop-ups, y'all are at home, you have Facebook, do a pop-up store. I don't know, sis. Did I freeze? You know that child of mine is down there on that game. So it could have. I'm gonna need him to get his own internet. That's what I'm gonna need him to do. I probably did because of that game. All right. So just think about that. Hey, Dr. Eve. So if you have a product, do a pop-up, y'all, on Facebook or Instagram. Oh, did it? Okay. On Facebook or Instagram. Oh no. Dominic said it's fine. Do a pop-up on Facebook or Instagram. Look for events on Eventbrite, but you need to be participating. Don't just sit there and look at people. Don't sit there and buy other people's stuff and your stuff is sitting there on the table. Okay? That's what we're not going to do in 2021. And if you need help, go ask people for help. And you know what? I had a young lady came to me and she was just like, Wendy, I really need you to coach me. She was like, but I cannot afford it. She said, but I have X, Y, and Z of my service that I can give you in return. And I said, well, girl, guess what? I need your service. So I'm all for it. Ask, you could do stuff like that, but you got to ask. I respect her for asking, and I actually did need her service. So it's going to work out just fine. We are going to exchange services. Do pro bono. But some of us are scared to ask. Some of us are scared to ask. But this is the thing. But make sure when you ask that you're not asking for free. You got to be able to give something in return. You have to be able to give something in return. And so, in other words, her service made sense to me. If it did not make sense to me, I'm gonna be very transparent and honest. I would have said, I can't do it. Because I can't do nothing that I just can't. So, it just worked out. So just be honest, say, this is what I have. Yeah, bartering is cool. Exactly. You can do that. It's not for everybody. And be willing to say no, because in 2021, I promise you, I'm a giving person. Lord knows I'm a giving person. But he also told me in 2021, you definitely got to start saying no a little bit more. He said, you definitely got to start saying, because the overflow is coming and you can't take everybody with you. You can't help everybody in 2020. You just can't do it. And now I see what he's talking about. There's no way. And I got taught a lesson last week, trying to do too much. Any questions before I go take my nap? So I get back up. That's what Dr. Robin and I do. Well, I don't even know if she take nap. I don't know. I don't know how she used to stay up. She be up all the time, y'all. I don't know if she take naps or what she be doing. Oh, let me just do this plug for my baby. And I'm going to put this in the cap. So my daughter is selling, this is organic lip gloss. This is called Tequila Sunrise. But I don't even know if she's selling this one. Anyway, she has some lip gloss. I'm going to send me a DM on Instagram or on Facebook. On Facebook, I'll put in the caption. And purchase her lip gloss. She has lip gloss. She has body butters. I'm so proud of her, my little entrepreneur. She is doing really, really well. Exactly. Dr. Robin's mini me. And her sales and stuff, like, she's doing really, really well. So I'm so proud of her. So if you all would like to support a young entrepreneur, please let me know. And then she's going to be here with me soon. So you will see her on live. But she is just like Dr. Robin. Oh, yeah, she does it lashes too. Dr. Robin, get me all the way. She sells lashes too, and the lash glue. So if you don't know how to put on lash pen, if you don't know how to put on lashes, she has the pen. If I can put them on, you can too. So she has a pen. But yeah, she's Dr. Roberts mini me. So she does not like live stream. She doesn't like video. I had to force her to do what she did. And so, but when she gets here, it is on. Do you hear me? She gonna be so sick of me. So I will put her what am I trying to say? I need to go take a nap. Her website inside of Instagram and Facebook. Hey, I know I know of a paid speaking engagement for executive assistants. See, see, I know of a paid speaking engagement for executive assistants. Oh, that's huge. Ain't that something? Okay, that's huge. Oh, so listen, if you all want, okay, so listen, y'all know I stay all in my lane. Now, I am a speaker, okay, but there are people who teach you how to speak and get up, paid for your speaking engagements and all that kind of stuff. That's Michelle Raymond, okay? So you can follow her, Michelle Raymond, on, if you, matter of fact, just DM me. And if you want her contact, I'll send it to you, okay? Send me a message if you want her information on how to get paid with speaking engagements. She also does HR as well. A lot of you all need that. Yes, I said it. You do. Some of y'all need that. So just send me a DM. Oh, okay, okay. Oh, her. She okay. I like her too. So she will teach you that. Not Wendy. Yes, Dr. Eve. Oh, okay, okay. Hi, thank you for joining. So make sure you all, and Michelle is in London, but I don't think she's asleep either. So I don't even know if any of us sleep at this point. Michelle, I found a picture of us yesterday. I need to post that picture actually. I need to post that. All right, y'all. I'm getting ready to go take my nap so I can get back up because I have a long, long, long night. And I have an interview tomorrow. This is where I have to get my life together. So I have an interview tomorrow. I have been, I have been nominated for some type of global leaders, something, and it's an interview. So I thought that I was filling out the, please post the tags. Okay, I will. I thought I was just filling out this application or something. Now it's turned into like an interview panel. So I had to get my life together. It's early in the morning. So I was like, let me go read what I wrote. Thank you, sis. And that's exactly what's happened. I prayed, I said, I have to get my name together. I got to make sure that my name is standing out in 2021. And God is doing it for me. Thank you, Jesus. And so that's what I'm going to go. I don't know what this is for. I have no idea, to be honest. It's some type of global leadership. And it was actually sent to my, my LinkedIn. The person saw me on LinkedIn. He sent it to my inbox and asked me and told me I was nominated. So if I can do it, you can too. I promise you, y'all. Thank you, sis. But LinkedIn is it. And so if you are not on LinkedIn, and I don't know if y'all heard of Black LinkedIn, do hashtag Black LinkedIn, hashtag Black professionals on LinkedIn. If you haven't already done that, do that and start joining them. I think it's on Sunday. Okay, Michelle, I receive. So make sure you all go follow. Yeah, on Sundays they have a clubhouse for Black LinkedIn. There you go, sis. I receive. But y'all know what I want? Okay, I'm gonna go for real. And Dr. Robert can tell you I'm like this. I am praying, y'all. I want to be like so overwhelmed and so busy that I'm able to just filter out stuff and just, that's what I want to just filter out stuff to people. You know what I mean? Just like, I have this opportunity, but I can't do it. So I want to just bless you with it. That's what I'm praying for. That's what I'm praying for. And that, because what that does is that helps people to, their family, their household, whatever they're trying to do in their business, but more so it helps them with access. Because right now we struggle with access. And I've always wanted to be the person to be able to give access or make it easier, if that makes sense. You know what I mean? Just make it easier for someone versus you having to go out there and hunt all the time and you're trying to figure it out. I want access. I just want to give access and opportunities and just say, here it is. And I like to see people just shining. And so that's what I'm praying for. That's what I'm praying for, son. If y'all can all just pray with me. And that's what I want. Because the purpose, if it's coming to me, I want it to come to you. That's the truth. It's coming. If you are in, my clients, my circle, people, my corner, that's what it's supposed to be. It's not for me. God is taking care of me 110%. 110%. But this is the year of overflow. That's right, an opportunity. But it's not just about me. Stuff that he's doing and stuff that I see like that's happening is definitely like, it's not, y'all. It's something I don't even know what I'm doing with half of it, to be honest. Oh, sis, I got to say this, and I promise I'm gonna get off. So Dr. Robin has International Shades of Beauty and Project Cultivate, which I'm the director of. So when we started out with, when she asked me to be the director of Project Cultivate, helping our beautiful girls in Africa, I was like, okay, sis, yeah, okay, I'm gonna do it because I got to be obedient. And she always saying something too, and I was just like, okay, I'll be obedient. I got to do it. I had that experience. Well, she doesn't actually know this either. In the background, there's been so many opportunities and stuff that's come up just for Project Cultivate, and it's not even in Africa. That's the thing. It's like in different parts of different countries. Like I'm going to say this, like I've been offered like warehouse space that has people who are working and making like these different garments, and asked to run that in India recently. And I don't know, y'all. It's just, I don't know. It's just crazy. And so they're making all these things and they donate the money or they donate the garments to different organizations. Got me? And they make the different clothes. And so I was like, okay, what am I supposed to do with this? And the crazy part, the person came from LinkedIn, y'all, and she's been on me. And she was just like, and she even said to me, she said, are you ignoring me? And I was just like, this is too much for me right now. It was just too much. And then I went to sleep and prayed about it. He was like, you got to receive it because it all connects to Project Cultivate. Then here's another organization. I was asked to join the United Nations. It's a leg of the United Nations, y'all. United Nations, Dr. Eve, you there? Heck, it's not. It's another leg of the United Nations. Anyway, so I joined it Friday since I was asked to do that. I'm being obedient. I don't know what I'm supposed to be doing with all this, but listen, I'm being obedient. It's coming to me without me having to go through the stress. Then that means it's for me, right? If you don't have to go through the stress and all the hurdles and stuff, that means it's for me, and I'm gonna take it. And Dr. Robin and Eric and I and other parts of the team will figure this out. But I'm gonna take it and receive it. But there's a lot going on. It's a lot going on, and I'm saying that to say that don't give up on your dreams. Like you have to have the biggest vision. Like I think a lot of us just dream too small. And we have these small goals and we never just had these really big, elaborate goals. Because now I'm at the point, like I know for certain, like 110%, is that I will have land in several countries and that I will be able to provide employment for people in different countries. Like I know for a fact that's what's going to happen. That's right, stay dreaming. I know for a fact that's going to happen because it's happening. So I know it's going to happen. And so I'm excited. I know a lot of people have come to me. They'll say, I'll tell you about the people in my inbox. They'll say, well, you should be giving, at home, and your time should be here in the US, and you should be giving your money. Hey, Whitney, in the US, and you want to go buy land in a different country. And listen, I know. Listen, I I do serve here. I don't know if you all know before, like people probably on Facebook could know me. I gave a lot of my time in mental health and nonprofits with children and juvenile justice. Like I did that. I sold here in the US. Trust and believe I sold. Okay. I became a foster care trainer. I'm a trauma informed trainer for kids who are in foster care. So I've done that, right? I done that. But this is the beauty of international, right? Who said that I had to pay for some land? Who said that? Who said that I had went out and bought some land? Never said that. International is totally different. Totally different. You do the right thing, you'll be blessed with some. Okay? You do the right thing, you know how to position it, you build genuine relationships with people, you're coming to do good deeds to help them. People will find a way to support you if you support them. And so they jumped to think that had went out and bought land in different countries, and I was going to spend my money exactly, Dominique, in different countries, and it has nothing to do with that. Um, if you know different cultures, if you really study culture, a lot of cultures will give you land. They will, if you come to do the right thing. Hey Scott, thank y'all for joining. So dream big, don't give up. I know some of y'all frustrated, and some of you all are overwhelmed. And if you're overwhelmed and you can't figure out things, it's because you need a coach or you need a mentor. And then make sure your coach has a coach, because your coach don't know everything. I always say that. And just continue. Thank y'all for joining to believe. But dream big. Hi, Miss Wendy. I'm prepared and learning as much as I can. Exactly, Whitney. I see you. And that's the thing. You got to be willing to learn too. Whitney, you always studying, which is good. You got to be willing to learn, willing to invest in yourself. I did not just not this, all that you see did not just happen overnight. And do y'all know I'm getting a PhD too on top of it? So I don't want to hear anybody talking about they ain't got time to do something. If I have time and I'm a wife and I have children, if I can do it, you can too. There is no excuse. Yes, I sacrifice some sleep. And I know people say sleep is important. I get that. I sleep. It's just different. It's just different. I take naps. Like I'm going to go to sleep now. I'm going to get my rest. Somehow I get my 8 hours. It's just a little different. Right? And then sometimes, guess what? I don't. I don't. I didn't. I got to do what I got to do. But some of us are not willing to sacrifice either. And that's what's going to hurt a lot of people, because you're not willing to sacrifice. You're not willing to be disciplined, obedient. And it's going to hurt you in the end. But you could change that today and do what you need to do and dream big. Some of y'all dreaming too small. Some of you all are like, okay, well, I was talking to, who was I think she was on Facebook, and she was saying that she got, what did she say? I forgot. Anyway, but basically it was the same goal as that she had last year. And I was like, why do you have that same goal? You accomplished that goal. I said, the reason you have that same goal is because you're scared of success. You're scared of what can really happen. A lot of us are so scared of success, and you can't be. It's okay to fail and make mistakes. I'd rather fail and make the mistake so I can correct it. But I'd rather fail and make a mistake and knowing that I tried, versus not doing anything and sit there and wonder. I will take risk. You got to take risk. You have to take risk. And yes, it might cost you something. Something. Your sleep, some money, your time. Yes. Okay, Dominique said that's always a part of my prayers for God to expand my vision beyond what I can see. Amen. That's it. That right there. And mine too. And I can't see it at all right now, to be honest. Because every day is something. And then every time he's like, but I told you to be prepared. That's what he said. I told you to be prepared. I told you to be prepared. And so every day I'm preparing the best I can. Let's see. Assalamu alaikum. If you can see it, the dream isn't big enough. Exactly. So I hope you all today take a part of my message. I hope it was inspiring. I hope it will push you. Like I said, if you all know my story, if I can do it, you can too. I promise you, I'm no different than any of you all. Unless only thing we might be different is that if you don't have the discipline, you gotta have discipline. If you feel like you can't be obedient, if you're not taking time with God to listen to your CEO, because if you're listening to somebody else, then you already off, to be honest. So I hope that you take the time with whatever God that you serve. It's the first thing you do every morning and ask for that download and your direction and what should you do today. Because that's the only one that can give you your strategic plan that will not fail you. And that's the truth. How are you? So if you all are in the mornings getting up, I'm just being transparent, and woo, Instagram is your coach, your mentor, your strategist, and you're already off target. You're already off target. I promise you that. And if you feel like you're all over the place, it's okay to take a time out. I don't know why we're so scared to take breaks. I don't, for people who, okay, I know the social media people about to be mad at me, but it's okay. It won't be the first time. When people say, don't post, you can't post, no, you need to post. You need to post every day. I don't care if you got something going on. If you feel down, you need to post. No. Why? Take a time out. No, I don't want to see you post and waste time and just see you post craziness or whatever just because, and especially if you're confused, just take a time out. It's okay. Just take a time out. So I that bothers me. And people, no, if you're sick, I don't care if you got something going on, make sure you post. You post every single, no. If you're confused about your business, you don't know which way you want to go, take a time out, take a break. I've taken a break and I've kept taking breaks. Exactly. Pace is all mine. Take breaks. It's okay. That's why I tell y'all, listen, when y'all go out and get these coaches, I was about to say something. When y'all go out here and get these coaches, please make sure your coach has a coach. Ask that question. Excuse me, coach. Do you have a coach? Ask. Because if they don't, that should be a concern to you. Because there is no way that we know everything. And then also ask for, listen, I could go on about that. Just ask for a few receipts, just a few. Because if you're telling me to do something, I need to know that you've done it. And honestly, there are so many professional experts today that I'm at the point I really don't know who to trust. I'm just like you, and I'm usually not the person to be like, show me receipts, but I need you to. Because now it's getting to the point that everybody is so, yeah, you got to vet people. Everybody's an expert at everything. And okay, so yep, I have two. Okay, so she says she has two, and she makes sure that she's invested in a coach. Yep. I have a lot of people talking about coaching and they're watching. Yeah, a lot of people talking about coaching and they're watching YouTube. Exactly. Y'all, just be careful because there's a lot going on today. in these streets. Seriously, it's a lot going on. But you can best believe if you come to Wendy L. Alexander, and I didn't used to be like this, and you want to ask me a receipt about global business, I can show you some receipts. I promise you I'll show you receipts. And if I cannot show you what I can do, I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to say that I can do it. I'm staying in my garden. I stay in my lane. Don't come to me talking about no graphics, showing you how to do Canva. I'm not that person. I'm not going to show you about getting paid to speak. No, I'm not doing all that. I stay in my lane. Thank you for joining. I'm no longer a guru or expert. I'm a practitioner. Oh, I like that. And I can prove my results, screenshots too. See? And it's just, you know what though? But it's kind of sad that we have to go there. You have 4, Dr. Eve. It's sad that we have to go there now, but you do. And we got to show receipts. Because I remember my coach like, I need you to post you in where some country. You need to post that. I said, I ain't posting nothing. I would not post it. Oh, if she had to drill me down to get me to post. But now I'm seeing that I have to do that. You have to do that. My hashtags. Scratch below the surface. I like that. Oh, I like that a lot, actually. And that's what we have to do. So if you're stuck and just like all over the place, y'all invest in a coach. And if you can't afford it, say, listen, I don't know. I do graphics. Can you exchange graphics? I do e-commerce. I'm a great copywriter. I can edit. Ask for something in return. Something, do some pro bono, something. But find you a coach. Do something. Save up for it. Something. Please. Don't try to be out here doing it on your own. It does not work. I promise you it doesn't work. You're going to be stuck and you're going to lose a lot of money or not make any money. Want something. One of the three. And in 2021, you had time in 2020 to get it together. And so if you have not gotten it together yet, get it together today. You could always start over. A lot of us like, oh, I give up. I gave up last week, so I'm done. No, today's a new day. Go take your nap if you need to. But put the pen and everything back in motion and start over. It's okay. If you haven't been posting in, I don't care if it's been 2 months and you said, ooh, I think I'm going to start my business again today. It's okay. Do it. Who cares? Thank you for joining. So again, I kept saying I'm going to get off of here. I really need to go take a nap for real. What else is on here? Dr. Robin, you need to get this restream because I think you would like this for your interviews. Oh, it's got a private chat feature. Okay, no, I'm leaving these stuff alone because then I'm hang up with somebody. How are you? So do we have our assignments, everybody? We are going to go write some bigger goals. I need y'all to go scratch those goals and write some really big, massive goals. If you don't have a coach within the next 2 or 3 months, try to find you one. Oh, okay. Try to find you one. If you haven't been posting, if you haven't been doing anything with your business, you can start over today. Even if it's late, just do something. Write a to-do list. If you need some help, go to that person that you've been looking at, that you've been watching them, and just send them what they're going to do. Either say yes or no. Listen, I'm trying to start my business. I really, really do need some help. I know, sis. I really, really need some help. And this is what I can offer you in exchange. Is it something that we can talk about? Is it possible we could set up a Zoom meeting to maybe discuss this? Ask. Because I promise you, when she came in my inbox, I was like, oh, you're right on time. And then I went and looked at her work and she showed it to me. Like she said, I didn't have to ask her for her work. That's nothing. Just send the folks to work. You know what I mean? We shouldn't have to ask. Just send. And she sent it. I was like, oh, done. How many times a week do I need to coach you, girl? Because listen, you saved me. She thought I was blessing her. She blessed me. And be willing to do that. But listen, but I can't do free. I can't do a whole lot of free. I can't. I just can't do it right. Not coaching. I just can't. There's no way. I'll be terrible. I'm just being honest. I'll be a terrible free coach right now. At least I'm honest, right? So I got too much going on. But can I coach you paid? Yes. Listen, I'm just telling the truth. All right. Hey, Audrey. I'm getting off here for real. I'm gonna take my nap so I can get ready for this interview in the morning that I don't know what I'm doing and get my life together. Don't even try it, Audrey. Girl, I'm so tired. That's because you love me. That's why you saying that, girl. But thank you. Okay, y'all. Bye on what am I on this thing? Facebook, YouTube, and something else. Thank y'all for joining me. Bye.